So I got a question for you.
What's up?
Why do you spend... How much did you pay for those Nikes you just ordered?
I got them on sale. $140.
Okay, on sale for $140. Okay. Now, why did you get the $140 Nike trainers instead of going and getting a rolling shoe at Walmart, a training shoe?
Honestly, because I know Nike has the best quality shoe out there, and obviously the material and the science behind it, because I was actually watching the video on how this dude made this shoe and just pretty much just went into detail about this whole shoe. I was just like, damn, I want that now. And then it has a little beads. I'm like, And then you mentioned a little something about it. So then I was like, yeah, I kind of need these shoes. What else? Well known. But I guess above all, it's just good quality shoe.
Right.
Quality, man.
So you don't like imitations. So even if Rawlings, like you look at these Walmart shoes, they often times will try to replicate what the Nikes... Actually, all companies I've noticed try to replicate what Nike's putting out.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't appreciate the imitation, huh?
No, because I know it's not the same.
Right.
It looks like it, but I mean, I know for a fact that shoe is gonna just go to shit in like a month, when I know these Nikes are gonna last like 2 years, whatever.
Yeah. So besides all the health issues that come to the table, there's a reason why me and you always constantly say we would rather just try to augment our own natural test production as opposed to synthetic, right?
Yep.
Because
All
it's an
natural.
imitation.
Yeah.
And anytime you introduce a synthetic substance, it's not going to have the same effect as what God created.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you appreciate a good product. You appreciate ingenuity.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody thought of these things. It's what makes capitalism flourish. Somebody thinks of an idea and they say, hey, I got an excellent idea. Matter of fact, I think it's such a good idea that people are going to pay a lot of money. People are going to pay $140 on sale for this shoe, even though it costs me $5 to make at some Chinese sweatshop.
Yeah.
If that. Right. So where are we going with this, right? Our topic of discussion
where are we
today.
going with this?
Topic of discussion today is imitations. Now, imitations not just in shoes or shirts or symbols or logos. Imitations is people as well. It's copycats.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them?
How do I feel about copycats? I mean, so I follow people on Instagram, fitness people, and a lot of the things that they do, I'm like, okay, I like that. Now, how can I incorporate that into my workout? How can I make it different, where it's kind of the same, like exactly this, or not exactly,
Similarities.
but it's similar to what they're doing, but how can I make it unique? So I obviously don't like to imitate, but there's some movements that I'm like, okay, I want to see how hard that is, and then I'll be like, okay, this is pretty difficult, so now I'm gonna try this. But again, I'm not them. I'm my own person. I'm my own. My level of fitness is different than theirs. Theirs could be above mine, or they could be below mine, and I'm just like, okay, how can I make this mine though? How can I make this movement match my style?
Or match your philosophy.
Or philosophy, yeah.
Your training philosophy.
Yeah.
How are we going to train our clients to do this? But you know what? We don't need to do it this particular way. But I do like the ingenuity of this movement.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, you can't patent movements, right? You can't patent an exercise, so to say.
Yep, you can't.
So I guess the real detail of what I'm trying to get to is how bad how easy it is for me to spot a fraud.
Yeah.
So what's a fraud to you? What's the first things that comes up in your mind when I pull out that word fraud?
Fraud. So for me, I can actually see right through a person. I'm like, okay, you're trying way too hard to be something that you're not. Mainly by their tone of their voice, their little mannerisms. Because, I mean, you kind of have to study a person. I mean, you know that I'm all about psychology, so I already kind of look at that. So I mean, it's not hard for me to see it, but for some people, they don't have that perspective. So what I'm trying to say is, there's little things that you can notice about a person. Their speech patterns, their stutterness, their eyes wandering around. What else? Their hand movements. I mean, you can just tell that it's not them.
100%.
It's like stiff. It's kind of like this dude's trying really hard.
There's no flow.
My favorite quote, bro, is by one of my buddies. He's like, bro, if you force a fart, it could be shit. So why force it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and I guess the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we live in an age where people are trying so hard to act successful. They're putting the cart in front of the horse. Instead of just keeping their head low and putting in work for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they want to have an outward appearance now that they're successful now. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, their mind is crumbling right before them. I can see that from a mile away. I can see that because I talk to people. I talk to all kinds of people. And then you see their presentation when you're talking to them, they're being normal. And then when you see them in a video on like Instagram, they're putting on a whole nother persona. They're trying to act like a professional, having the little Steve Jobs mannerisms, or like they use their hands a lot when they're speaking, right? When it's like, you don't talk like that. I talk to you all the time. I've talked to you at work. I talk to you at the gym. You don't talk like that. Why are you talking like that on the camera?
Yeah.
You look like a fraud.
Yeah.
I don't like it, bro. Everybody that knows me, everybody that has these conversations, bro, the way I'm talking to you right now is the way I talk all the time. Where I'm at the gym, dude, whether I'm at church, whether I'm at anywhere, somebody gets me going, my hands are firing off because that's just how I talk.
Yeah. And like
because I'm genuine.
Yeah, and like the video that we posted on Instagram, it was just a joke. But I mean, people were actually messaging me like, "Hey, did Mikey really kill that cat?" Because they know you. They know how you are.
They know. They're like, "Oh, yeah." You're like, "Oh, damn, Mikey, he killed that cat."
Bro, don't do it, dude.
Yeah, because people know me, dude. Yeah. Like, man, Mike would kill a cat with a sword. He would, and I'm like, yeah, I would. But
shit.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I think what bugs me is that the average Joe thinks that people are dumb. Now, intellectually and emotionally, they might be not that bright, but human beings are equipped with this, like, the sixth sense, where they can really see if somebody, when I'm sitting down with a client and I said, yo, I can get you in shape, but you need to really, really, like, think about what these things that I'm telling you, not just from a physical capacity, but from an emotional standpoint, and then a mental, the vision that I'm trying to create for you. We have to be in sync. Now, they're sitting there and they're watching me. And why do you think they resonate with me, bro? It's because I'm living what I'm trying to tell them. I've done this. I'm teaching you the blueprint, right?
Yep.
And it's when it's like I said, you have conversations with people 2 feet from them, and all of a sudden they're in a video and they're just, yeah, you just got to do this. You just got to do that. It's like, dude, you don't talk like that, dude. You don't talk like that. Stop being a fraud.
Yeah.
Stop being an imitator. Nobody likes imitations, bro. Mm-mm. Nobody. You what? So are you? You want to take the Rolling shoes or the Nikes?
I want to take those Nikes.
Okay. Do you want freaking what's that rapper's name that's horrible? Do you want Ice JJ Fish or do you want Trey Songz?
I was like, who's IJJ? Wait, what's
Well,
that
look
guy's?
him up right now. Ice JJ Fish. Look him up, guys.
JJ
Ice
Fish.
JJ Fish. This dude has millions of views, by the way. He literally thinks he's a legitimate R&B singer. Well, and we don't want to get copyrighted, so we can't play the songs for you. But this guy thinks he's a legitimate R&B, like the pictures, the music videos. It's insane. But we're not taking shots at anybody. We're not speaking about somebody specifically. We're just saying, dude, people see right through you. You don't even have to be that smart. People kind of be like, dude, who is this guy? Talking like he's built a legitimate company, or like you've actually influenced people. Actually changed the trajectory of somebody's life. And you talk like you've done that. No, you haven't. Because guess what, dude? We live in Idaho, small communities. Even Boise is not that big of a city. People know about you and your exploits and what you've done and what you're doing and how you've been for X amount of years. Yeah. You have a reputation that precedes you. Yeah. It's like, dude, stop acting like you've done something, dude. And I like how stop talking like you've done something.
Yeah, and I like how you mentioned you have to live it. I mean, you literally have to live it, so then you know, okay, this I'm saying this because I've actually experienced it, so I can talk about it.
Yeah.
What were we talking about the other day? So, like, books. Fucking read a book, right? And then now you're like, okay, now I know this. But do you actually know it? I don't believe that. I personally believe that if you read a book, you are understanding of what the author is saying, okay? You have an understanding. When you actually live whatever that author is telling you to do, like if it's a self-help book, and you actually live what they're telling you, then you can now you can understand because you actually experience what they're telling you. So like I was telling you the other day, dude, I was reading that book and I was like, okay, I've done this though. And I flipped to the next chapter. I'm like, I'm already doing this. Next page, I'm already doing this. But I keep reading it because I'm like, there's got to be something in here that I'm not doing, and he might have a different perspective that I don't, and so a different idea. So now I'm like, okay, maybe that guy's philosophy is better than mine. Let me try that out. Try it out. Nah, I don't like it, man. Let me go back to mine. Let me read another book and see what else they have to say.